Hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. Peru. Nice. Hi, Vicky. Hi, MJ. How do I get you on here? I'm Mary Jo. Hey, there's DJ Michelle.
Hello.
Hi. Let's get Mary Jo on here.
Where is she?
I just invited her. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Welcome to the block party. Oh my gosh, they survived.
We survived. Hopefully my connection stays good. I'm in the closet, so
Oh my gosh.
only way I can escape the animals and the husband, so.
I'm glad you put him in a separate category.
Right? Well, yes, tonight he's in a separate category.
Oh my gosh. So I am so excited because we are going to talk all things Blockcon tonight here on No More Games Radio Instagram Live.
Yes, very excited. Very excited to recap the awesome time that I know Michelle agrees that we all had. So.
Oh, we have Brazil in the house. Hey. Oh my gosh, it's international up in here.
Awesome.
Hi, Heather. Hello, yeah. Bon dia. Oh, we got Michelle. We have oh my gosh, DJ Miss T. Hey, Jana's there. Jana's one of our winners of the Yay You contest. Your stuff's coming out to you shortly, by the way. All right.
Yeah, Kelly,
so I think
she also was a winner.
Huh?
Kelly P's in here too. She was also.
Oh, Kelly P. Yep, she's a winner. Jen Murphy. Aw. Donnie saved my daughter at prom. Oh my goodness. We have to figure out what that's about. So we had these girls were representing us at Blockcon. We had DJ Michelle, who your affiliation is Jordan, correct?
Yeah, just a little.
We had DJ MJ Rock, and we all know your affiliation.
No, do we?
Donnie F. Wahlberg.
Exactly. That's my man.
Eliza's there. Oh my gosh, look. Oh my goodness. Andy Joe, hello. We got some people up in here. So tell us, what was it about affiliation? She says she loves it.
Tendency, right?
No.
Well, Michelle, you could start if you want.
Yes.
I
tell us all about it, because I wasn't there and I wasn't lucky enough to get to experience this first endeavor. Was it as much of a lot of people were talking about how they thought it was going to be disorganized and all that stuff. Did you find that it was a normal New Kids shit show, or?
You just never going into a New Kids event, period, how it's going to go. But this is being a first convention, and even Donnie during one of the panels is just like, we don't know how to throw a convention. Like, so, I mean, it could have gone in multiple different avenues. And I mean, yes, it had its snags. Yes, there were some little things could be improved, but overall, I thought it was an amazing event. The guys just seemed to be having the most awesome time. They were having so much fun, like together with us. It was an amazing weekend. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it was just so good.
You're glowing, Michelle.
Yeah.
It was just one of these things, like, thank the Lord I did not miss this, you know?
Yeah. So, I went solo, which this was the first time I've ever done anything New Kids related, or pretty much anything, like concert related, by myself. So, I had some apprehension because, big surprise, I'm like not a huge people person in terms of having a lot of people around me. I mean, I like people, but I'm normally with my crew, and that's who I hang with and deal, you know, and have a good time that way. So, but this was part of my challenge for the year, is forcing myself out of my comfort zone, right? So, I mean, why not do it at Blockcon, right? So,
I mean,
and you know,
I went on my first cruise alone. I knew nobody. I met my roommate the month before. I bought a cabin off her. Just so yeah, I've been there. It is a little scary, but at the end of the day, worth it. Right?
Yeah. I was just totally excited, I think, because I had a hotel bed all by myself for the first time in forever. So
were you like sleeping in, like, you know, the
diagonal?
took up all the space.
I was like literally starfishing it. I'm like, this is the life, man. No dog on my feet, no husband snoring in my ear. It was delightful. I mean, so that alone was worth going to Blockcon for. But I think it was absolutely, I mean, yeah, there were some hiccups and stuff, and Michelle and actually Megan from NKOTB History One on Twitter, we had our little powwow, but how we would have done things a little bit differently. We're definitely out there if anybody New Kids related is listening that needs some help organizing next time. We're your gals. You know, but I don't want to dwell on that part, because there was so much awesome stuff that happened that totally
like how
wipes that out. I mean,
one of the things that just blew me away, basically, as soon as you walked into the convention center, you've probably seen the pictures. They recreated the New Kids on the Block hanging loose doll boxes. I mean, and they were size, so you could get inside them. And Megan and I, we had no sleep, so we like took a nap when we got there. And MJ was already inside, was like telling us all this stuff. We're like, oh my god, we need to get over there. So by the time we got there, like Danny and Donnie had left, so we're like, we've missed our chance to get a picture with the guys. But then on the next day, they came back and did it again, and John and Joe also were in their boxes too. So it was just mind-blowing how like unique that photo op was. And so like just start things off, it was just like you walk in and it's like, what is this, you know? And they had other like Donnie put together, and it's probably some of the other guys contributed some stuff too, but from his storage locker, like old wardrobe, he had, like, you can probably find the pictures of those online, all the old outfits they used to wear. He had a whole wall just his like sneakers.
And I went live from the station up in the wardrobe area. So I did do that to try to give everybody a flavor. And just so everybody knows, it's not always easy to go live at these events, just because of connection. And also, you just have a lot of stuff going on around you. And I didn't want to interfere with other people's, you know, their experience. So I picked and choose when I wanted to go live. And, you know, and we have a lot of collaborators that are very close to the station that went live. So I feel like people who wanted to were able to access what was going on, you know, through different avenues. So hopefully, you know, we do our best. I just always want to throw that out there, that we do our best. But I mean, you know, we want to experience it, and I never want to interfere with somebody else's experience. And I'm short. So if you want me to see stuff, I've got to have like camera up like this, and that can sometimes not go over so well for the taller or the regular folks. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I was like, Michelle, oh my God. I was like, Danny and Donnie are here, but then it was like, you didn't realize that they were in the boxes until the lines were like instant, of course, right?
Oh, we are great at standing in line. The blockhead community, we form a line like no other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Jen Murphy said she's 4'11", so she understands.
Amen.
Mary Jo.
Amen. I mean, I'll tell you what, just from what I did hold my camera, my phone up for, my shoulders are still hurting, because it was, you know, lots of lengthy time, I would say, because I was just trying to soak everything in as much as possible. Record what I could, but you
Right.
know.
I mean, not to jump too far ahead, but just the concert, just
Uh,
like what they threw together for, like, I think they were on stage, just them. This was not mixtape format. This was just them for like 2.5 hours. It just
Yeah.
kept rolling. I mean,
Yeah.
I did like 20 minutes long with my camera, and I'm just like, you know, and then the next day's the panels and everything on there. It's
Yep.
great to capture that too. It's just like, it's
yeah.
it was a lot. It was a lot going on.
I saw a lot of unique things online. I saw like a confetti booth.
Yeah.
That was genius. Almost like, you know, when you stand in and they put money in there and you can grab as much money as you can. It was like that, but with confetti.
Yeah, we watched that getting put up. That was funny.
That's
so let me just say that was funny.
They confetti, like you could win VIP passes or something. Like, could you imagine? Like, it
gift
was
card.
like the golden ticket.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Golden ticket. Yeah.
Wow.
Opportunity there, but
Yeah.
I saw a photo op set up with it almost looked like, I don't know where it was in the convention center, but they had the 5 microphones and like you could stand by the mics, and that looked pretty awesome. Oh, there's our friend Eric from Elfstrom Media. Hi, Eric.
yeah, so that, and then they had Donnie had some chairs, I believe, from the old garden that you could sit in, and he had some old banners behind it, and then there was the photo of the guy sitting in those chairs.
The Boston Garden, right?
Yeah. So they were sitting there to do photo ops in there, and then there was also a display of Babs's photos, like a bunch of his, like big boards, some really great shots of his that were placed around the area there. So yeah, there was a lot of, and they had one of those like GIF makers with the bed sheet backdrop behind it. A lot you could have done the photo ops with.
And so there were 2 locations that everything occurred at. The main one was the Rosemont Theater.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you went for pretty much registration, the merch, all those displays. And once you walked in, it was literally smack in your face. You had the microphone stage thing on the right-hand side. Right in front of you is where you started to see the doll boxes were set up as you got closer to like the entrances, you know, to the actual theater.
Yeah.
There was also a blow up blockhead thing that you could stand next to and take a picture. And then on the other side around the corner, that's where the GIF, the bedsheet setup was.
Yeah.
But there was also a big blow up for, it said, you know, Blockcon.
Yeah.
So you could take a picture there. And then then it was upstairs is where the wardrobe history and all that good stuff was, which of course, you know, my favorite out of all of that was the ripped jeans and the homeboy shirt and that whole, the hanging tough, you know, that get up
era.
I mean,
did he have the hardware hat?
It's there. It was there. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. But one of the funniest things was the life, what do you want to call it? The robot blockhead
Yeah.
he had walking.
I saw that. I was like, what poor sucker is in that costume?
You have a mascot. And no, it's none of the guys. So
we were wondering, and there's been rumors, maybe it was Jenny getting back at Donnie for
oh my god.
And, you know, there was obviously a lot of different theories going around, but yeah, that was interesting. I gotta say it was a little creepy, but that's just me. That's just me. But it was cool. I mean, they really tried to make it
immersive, yeah.
Everybody, you know, yeah.
Which is so cool. I noticed that they've stepped up their game. You know, with each tour, they seem to step up their game with those types of things. Like, and I think the culminating moment for that was when they recreated the the Blockhead bedroom.
Yes.
In the VIP lounge for pictures. So it seems like, you know, they really kind of put their heads together to think about really cool setups for people to take. I would have been all over that microphone stage. You know, I would have. And I would have been actually singing, which they would have gotten the hook right away. But
I don't know if they still have it somewhere, but on Cruise 18 during the concert, they had the New Kids on the Block toy stage. You saw pictures of that. So I don't know if I was like, that could have been a cool addition. It's probably gone because, I mean, Joe already smashed one of the guitars during the concert anyway. So, but that's like, that would have been cool.
Okay.
But anyway.
So night one was basically what? Registration, photo ops.
Yeah. Thursday was, everybody was kind of getting in and getting the, you know, a lot of people got in Thursday, but Friday is really when everything started. You could do early registration Thursday if you were not a VIP, and that actually happened in my hotel at the Hyatt, which is connected to the convention center and is about a 10 to 15 minute walk from Rosemont Theater.
Okay.
Where the Crown, the other bigger, like the two main hotels where they were giving you some deals on room rates. That was the Crown and the Hyatt, and the Crown was across the street from the Rosemont. So that's where Michelle was staying. So we were kind of literally at both locations, giving you all the coverage that you need here on No More Games Radio. So
girls on the street.
Exactly. So Friday night's when shit got real and was like, oh my God, this is actually happening, you know? It was. It didn't start until, I think registration opened at 1. Was that what it was, Michelle? But before that, there was a merch van or, you know, trailer or whatever you want to call it, set up outside the Rosemont, and there was just a sea of people out there. I mean, as you might imagine.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Megan and I got put up on the 14th floor of the Crown, and it overlooked the parking lot. So, like, we looked out at like 1:45, and we're like, what is that mass of people? I'm like texting Andrew, like, what is that? Is that the merch line or the registration line? It's like merch. I'm like, oh my Lord. So yeah, I stood in my share of merch lines and typically don't have a problem getting at least one of the items that I wanted. Megan and I went up to the front of that line, and there was 5 things we wanted. We walked away with a big goose egg. That's never happened to me before.
Oh my gosh. Look at you, Mary Jo. You got holy.
So then we went,
holy moly.
And we got, I think, 3 out of the 5. And then they had to restock
I love that hat.
So, yeah.
Now it's all available on their website, and it was available on their website during Blockcon, if I'm not mistaken.
They put it on that, I think, Friday night, but there's a couple items that are not
that
available.
Are sold out. Mary Jo, show us your collection, please, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Give us a closer look at your loot.
So this is one of the Blockcon shirts, which is a more, obviously recent picture. I guess it's from the mixtape tour. I think this is, or it could have been from this one or the one before. I can't remember.
I like that it's tie-dyed, like almost like acid washed.
It was so funny because they sold out of these, and when they brought them back the next day, they were black. So if you got a limited edition. Yeah, exactly.
I got the last medium, so I was very excited.
Nice.
Yeah, we were by what was it, Friday? No, by Saturday we were we had a strategy on what we had left that we wanted to get, so Michelle and I tag team that shit.
Oh, good.
Because the sweatshirts, the hoodies totally sold out, which is up there. But I'll show you a little bit closer. And here is one of the totes. Don't mind my mess. Literally, I'm in my closet.
Oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, look how little Joey is.
Then there's also a black one, and of course I had to get both of them because I'm just stupid like that. So
Oh
There's
my God. No,
that.
that's awesome.
And it looked, I don't know, I would have just gotten the black one if that's all they had, but I got both of them. So
Nice.
here is the hoodie. That's the
Nice.
back of it. The front has just the little Blockcon things. I can't even reach my own stuff here. See,
Awesome.
short people problems.
Show them the
Um,
okay. Show the sleeve.
what? Oh, the sleeve. It's a blockhead.
Cute. That's cute.
And then they have this woman's fit. I only got this so I could have it. I'm probably never going to wear it because it's too big, but this is an old school picture,
Yep.
obviously, because there's the rat tail front and
Oh, yeah,
center.
I see it.
And then this is the one of the other Blockcon specific
That's great.
shirts, which I love it. Look at Joey smiling all big.
Yep.
Isn't that cute?
They
I
all
love that.
look really cute in that one.
And then, of course, they brought back the individual guys, and I still have my original. So I can't wait to, yes, I do. It's so yellow and gross, but I have it. The thing is old as shit.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to do a little comparison type thing with that.
Yeah, I ordered the Jordan one. I had to. I used to have it also, and it's not in my bag of tricks anymore. So it must have also just met a demise years ago because it was probably also very yellow and ripped. That is cool.
This is obviously the jersey, and I just love that it says Blockhead 84 on the back.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, this is probably my most favorite of all of the shirts. It's a then and now.
I love it.
Oh my God.
But it's white. Why is it white? I've already got a couple.
Oh my God.
So, and then, of course, like you said, this is the purple one. And now we also have posters.
Oh, boy.
Which it's going to be hard for me to unroll it because I still have shit rolled up. But I'll show this one in a little bit because it's part of something we may be giving away.
Oh, giveaway alert.
Giveaway. So in my little bag here, we have the miniature size of the little plushie.
Yeah.
The guy that was walking around, but this is the inanimate one.
Very strange.
We have the mug.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Cheers, girls.
And then just a little squishy Blockhead guy. Where'd he go?
They did? They had a tumbler?
They did. Yeah. Oh, there he is. He's in the mugs. So a little squishy Blockhead dude. I don't know if it's supposed to be a stress ball or what it's supposed to be, but a little squishy guy.
Oh, cute. That's really cute.
So, yeah, and then the two posters. There was two different posters.
Yeah.
One that was kind of like, I would say like a fan type poster, and then the other one is with them on it, and it says obviously Blockcon. Oh, geez, look at my lamp went out.
Oh, no.
I'm in the dark.
I figured that was show and tell.
Yeah, this is like Blockhead show and tell. It's perfect.
So,
oh my gosh, Mary Jo, you got quite a nice bit of loot, and you were kind enough to think of our No More Games Radio listeners. So we are going to have maybe one or two giveaways even, because we also have the I was going to say bobbleheads. They're not bobbleheads. Funko dolls to give away, a full set of the Funko dolls as well, and we have some Blockcon merch. So you have to stay tuned to the station. Because we have a lot of fun stuff that we want to give you.
Bye, Heather.
yes.
Bye, Heather. Thank you for hanging. Tough. See what I did there? So let's talk about the
So that night.
concert. Let's talk about the friggin' concert, which was like a marathon deep cut. Donnie's been talking about this for a long time. He's been promising, a deep cut type of situation. Because let's face it, girls, the people who are still going to New Kids concerts, we're the diehards. We're the diehards. We want them to switch up the playlist a little bit,
Absolutely.
Like we love we love Hanging Tough. It's a staple. It's always going to be there. But I want to hear Funny Feeling. I want to hear, you know, I don't know if I was going to say Stay With Me, Baby, but I might retract that statement.
I like
I'm sorry, I just don't. I love my man, but no, I just can't get into that one.
they're not going to do that while they're still selling out arenas, because you're not going to sell out an arena doing a deep cut show. What they should do is when they're touring, they longer. Do one night, the arena show, big whatever, do all the hits. The next night, do a small theater. Everybody gets VIP. It's only 1,000 people in the theater, and charge the crowd. People pay it.
Yes.
And that
I would pay
right
it.
No.
I would pay it.
It's financially makes sense if they can sell it out to people that just want to hear the hits.
Or, you know, they keep doing these types of events that are really geared towards the diehards, you know? It's geared towards us, the lifelong fans who know every single song and want to hear the old stuff.
Well, that's the thing, is like, if you are a diehard, instead of going to 10 or 15 shows, you do 5 and a bunch of these, you know, or one of these to cost more.
Right.
So.
Am I allowed to talk about my VIP?
Yeah. Holy crap, yes. Who's got the set list? Because did they go in chronological order?
No. I mean, sort of, but no. They went around.
Here's how it started. They didn't on stage. They came in through the side, which was kind of cool. So in between the front section and the second section. So they came in and they stood in the middle, and they did Crash. So I was like, okay, we don't hear this in concert. This is great. But
great
then
way to start.
They went to the front. They started the formula. They did, you know, My Favorite Girl. They did Summertime and Cover Girl, and I was like, oh, here we go. This is like a
Block Party. Yeah.
They do 2 cuts that you don't usually hear, and the rest of it's going to be the same show we've seen. But then after they did that block of those hits, then it went back the other way and blew.
Wait, don't forget. They gave us a treat. I know Michelle probably put earmuffs on at this point, but they did throw in Save a Horse from the rodeo.
Yes, I heard that.
But that choreography, it doesn't matter. You could be playing show music and it'd be fine. Jordan can dance whatever he wants like that. It's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
So then
I agree.
As soon as I heard Crash, though, I couldn't see where they were because, of course, again, vertically challenged me. I was like, where the hell are they? Yeah. And then all of a sudden I saw them get up on the boxes, but I was like, oh my God, they did Crash. I mean, when was the last time you heard that? You know? And so that was, honestly, I not that I would have just been happy with that, but I was happy that they started it out with Not Block Party, though it was the second song. But okay, they just didn't. So they started it different. So I felt like, all right, we are going in the right direction.
Yeah.
This could be pretty epic tonight.
Yeah.
And it totally freaking was. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So who has the set list?
I do.
Hi.
They came
in KOTB News. You rock.
With the old wardrobe, like Donnie came out with the overall. John had
that was Magic Summer Tour. That was his Magic Summer Tour garb, wasn't it?
Jordan was wearing his jacket from the Coca-Cola commercial. Right?
Yes.
The star. Yeah.
Yes.
So that was
and then
the commercial.
Oh, Joe had his, I always call it circus tent jacket.
Yeah. I know the one you speak of. I've tried not to look at anything really online yet because I haven't had enough time to sit down and really do it. And I know that I'm going to need time to like binge a lot of the videos and stuff like that. But I did see a photograph of them, and I saw Donnie in his bandana with his overalls and all of that stuff. Jenny said it was great to just have the new kids performing. I agree. That must have been awesome. I understand why they do the mixtape format, and I love it. But if they want to sell out an arena, I don't know that they can necessarily do it for a full tour by themselves anymore, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, it was definitely great to get that, because it's been a while. I mean, when you really think about it, it's been a while since it's just been them. And for them to do 2 hours, I was like, holy hell,
Yeah,
how did they do it? I mean, that's a lot. But I mean, of course, it was only one night, so they didn't have to get up and do a show the next day. I mean, the panels were the next day, but they got to sit down. So,
right. What was your favorite part of the concert, or your most, the most surprising thing that you heard?
Can we just say for just 1 second, we have to have the Jordan girl moment. I mean, come on, the man got on the piano.
Oh, I saw that too.
Piano and sang.
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know any blockhead, even if you're not affiliated with Jordan per se. I don't know any blockhead who doesn't appreciate something like that.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. It was. That's why it was just the whole atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know. I don't feel like I have felt that way in a long time.
Yeah.
I know that probably sounds weird, but it was really truly for the blockheads.
Yeah.
I felt like this time. Whereas, you know, obviously the mixtape's geared towards, a little bit different audience, right? A general audience, and whoever else may be there for whoever else, you know, that's on the bill. So that was, the piano thing was just, it was definitely, no, like you said, Amanda, no matter who's your favorite guy, that had to have been a favorite moment for you. I mean, it had to have.
It's like, it's an intimate moment too, I think, for them, because, you know, it breaks everything down, and it's just, you know, their voices and the instrument. And to me, that's the stuff that I absolutely live for. So
and Kelly,
I'm jealous.
Brought up them wearing each other's shirts, which was cool.
Yeah.
Each one of them had one of the shirts on. Of course, they were blinged out, so that was neat. That was really awesome.
Yes.
The other amazing
cool
is they actually did the Arsenio ending they did it.
The acapella.
Uh-huh.
I have to get online. Send me your links, people. Send me your videos.
Like I said, I did videos that I've got to chop up to post. So, and it's so far.
Oh my gosh.
Far down to my phone, so I'm having technical issues, but I've got it.
So
yeah.
Do you want me to go down the set list real quick?
Yeah.
Because I do have it here.
Yes.
So it was the Crash intro, and of course, how did we forget this? There was a shit ton of confetti, and it was phenomenal. I mean, it was so covered that you literally couldn't see the floor. It was fantastic.
I love that.
I got caught up in streamers, and I'm like, just take me. Go ahead. Just tie me up and take me. I don't care. This is phenomenal. So we had Crash, Block Party, Favorite Girl, Dirty Dancing, Summertime, Cover Girl, if Kathy's watching, her favorite, Right Stuff, and Remix, her other favorite one.
It was Disco Remix.
That's true. It was the
okay, fun.
Whisper, Tonight, which I'm sorry, that's another one that I could. Yeah. All right.
Favorite. Sorry, don't at me.
What was 80s records? That's what it says here.
I want to dance with somebody and
got it.
Jordan.
Okay. See, I blocked that part out too.
Well, Jordan did do his thing.
Yeah.
Ab reveal, but he did the choreo. So that was
nice.
And then it was Save a Horse.
Yeah.
Ride a Cowboy. Then it was the total mega medley with I Remember When. the NKOTB rap, of course, from New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
Dexter P.
When they came out, cool outfits. So Joe came out from the side wearing his during I Remember
Yes.
When, and then he came out from the back wearing his,
Right.
and then the other guys during the rap for New Kids on the Block.
Oh my gosh. Then there's Popeye, but we call him George. The kid is so fresh that'll never be bored, right?
Exactly. I'm Dexter P, the Wizard of Rap. All right. So we had Stop It Girl, Popsicle, I Want to Be Loved by You, which I freaking always love it now when they do it because it's so ridiculous and they know it is and they own it, you know?
Yeah.
And John just like, yeah, not gonna do it. He's like, I'm too old for this shit. And then it was Didn't I Blow Your Mind?
Love it.
Then it was What You Gonna Do About It? Hold On. And then, of course, Hold On became a whole thing for the whole show. That was during the panels when they kept saying Hold On?
No, it was in between. It was after they do Hold On, then they do the next song, and then Jordan's like, hold on. Isn't that
right.
That's when that came.
So then it was I Need You,
Yes.
which was
I Need You.
fantastic.
A tearjerker.
Then, of course, we got a little Christmas in May. We had Merry Christmas played, which I, of course, haven't heard that live in probably since I saw them in 1990.
Yeah. The only other time I ever heard that was at House of Blues when they did the Christmas show, and that was over 10 years ago already. So, and that was a trip, but that's a story for another time.
Then, of course, we had Danny's favorite, This One's for the Children. But he sang it, and he sang it proud.
It's for
You know, I think he's been shamed enough. Maybe he just needed to like get it out of his system. Like, listen, I'm a new kid and I own this song. Oh, there's Fox. Hey, girl. Right? Danny would exit stage left.
Right? But he didn't.
He got it.
He stayed front.
Danny got into it a little bit during the panels, so he got it. He still got his say.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was fun. He made it fun, definitely. Yeah. Then we have funny. So we're going in step by step. We have Funny Feeling,
which I love.
Stay With Me, Baby. I'm sorry, no. Valentine Girl.
Perfect.
Try It Again, which was, oh my God, I knew my mouth had to have been open. Like,
did they do the harmony?
Yes.
Oh. And then
every time I thought I could put my camera down, I'm like, nope.
Nope. Not yet.
Exactly. I have the longest videos ever.
It was crazy.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then they had Happy Birthday, and they actually sang it to somebody whose birthday it was. So that was pretty cool.
I heard they also pulled up Victor on the old FaceTime.
Yes.
Poor Victor.
Was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Yeah. That's so funny. I love that they bust each other like that, though. You know, it just goes to show like the kind of relationship that they foster with the people that they work with, if you could even call it that, because I feel like they treat everybody like family, you know, the fans, their staff, like it's just, it's so cool to see.
That was a really, really funny, unexpected part of the show. Because Victor's like,
Betsy said it's been Victor's birthday. It's been Victor's non-birthday for months.
Right?
Yeah, poor Victor.
Oh
On
my
his actual
God.
birthday, nobody's gonna call him.
He's gotten enough happy birthday wishes for the next 5 birthdays, so he'll be okay. Then of course we had our favorite song on the station, Games.
Yeah.
And then Call It What You Want, which was so good.
Yeah. Was it hot to Joey do his little dance? I can feel it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was good. The whole thing was just,
Yeah.
no words. There are just no words. Then, of course, we have If You Go Away, which is one of my all-time favorites. No matter how many times I hear that, it just never gets old for me. And then we go into Face the Music. That was obviously If You Go Away is getting us into that. We've Never Let You Go.
Yeah.
Dirty Dog.
Only thing that could have made it better for me if Jordan pulled out a fedora. I still have not a fedora.
Didn't he get the memo, Michelle?
And a cowboy hat.
That you love. You have a thing.
He's just fine. It's fine. Someday.
We'll have to write that in the suggestion box when they ask us for it.
For a Friday, Jordan, you missed out.
Then we have Dirty Dog.
Love it.
And we have Smiles' favorite, Keep On Smiling.
Oh, yay.
That was great. And I just got to say that they performed that little medley pretty much right in front of me. I mean, I could touch Joe. Donnie was a little bit further down, so I did not get escorted out by security. Lucky him.
Okay.
But yeah, John and Joey were like right in front of me, so that was freaking cool.
Oh, so cool.
Then we get into the block.
I love it.
Now, lights, camera, action.
It's not on Donnie's set list, but they also threw in a little bit of Mrs. Wright.
Right.
Oh,
so Joey,
that's right. You're right.
They did it in between Never Let You Go and Dirty Dog. They just kind of broke it down and threw it.
Wow.
So it's not on the official.
And where was Jonathan? Where was Jonathan during the Face the Music set? Was
He was there.
Like, did he go off stage? Was he riding a horse? Like, what happened? No, I'm kidding.
I think he was.
Did he know the songs?
I mean,
a
little later, he actually gets his phone out to Google some lyrics, but it wasn't during this section. But little kid, you can see it in the videos.
God love him. God love him.
And then Donnie came over to him, put his arm around him, and they sang together.
Aww.
John's the best.
Yeah, he is.
He is living his best life, just like everybody said during the panels, which we'll talk about too. But I'm going to try to get through this bit of the set list real quick because we have the panels to talk about too.
And the prom.
And the prom. So we have lights, camera, action.
I never thought I'd ever, and I just, it's just like,
Woo.
Grown Man, which is one of my favorites off of the album. I know Michelle doesn't like that, but my man is front and center on that. So
I love that, and I love the choreography to Grown Man. Yeah.
Let's just say Grown Man. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, whew, click, click, click.
Love it.
After that, 2 in the morning.
Oh, I love that one.
That was a bucket list one.
One song. One song.
Really?
Song. Oh yeah.
They did that on the.
Wow.
I've seen that one.
I have not seen that
so cool.
since 2008.
Yeah.
Then we have We Own Tonight.
Okay. So
Nice. Love it.
you guys know my 2 opening songs that I play for each of my shows, right? I play a different party night.
Yeah.
My song is We Own Tonight. That song means so much to me because I was coming out of a really dark time when that album came out, and it means a lot. And like hearing that, my heart started racing. I was crying through the whole thing, and I don't cry. So that just hit me. So anyway, I digress. Sorry.
I was like, shit.
Amazing, Michelle.
I was like, I'm late for social. Shit, what am I supposed to do? That's what I was thinking. Oh, crap.
That's when John was Googling the lyrics. I actually didn't notice that until I was watching other videos. I did that because I was crying in video.
Oh, that's so funny.
On Jordan. So, yeah. But anyway, that's a big moment of the weekend for me.
Love it.
And then we have One More Night, which is hot, and I love that song. Still Sounds Good, which was great because I felt like then we were all going to come on and pick some songs for everybody, but I digress. Then, of course, we have Please Don't Go, Girl.
The abbreviated version or the extended cut?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta let him do it every once in a while. Yeah.
It's Joey's thing, and everybody recognizes it's important, so that's definitely always going to be front and center.
Yes.
Then we had Step by Step, of course, which was great. I'll Be Loving You Forever, and then
did he fake cry?
Yeah. Yes, he did. What are you talking about, Amanda?
He sounded good.
He's overcome.
Yeah.
He's forklipped.
He's so verklempt. No, I think he's more emotional than he lets on. He shed a tear every once in a while. But I don't think he cries every friggin' night that he sings that. I'm just saying.
And then, of course, we close with the one, the only, Hangin' Tough. Yeah, which was electric, you know.
I'm sure.
Just, of course, we've heard it a gazillion times, right? And we've all done the dance and everything else. But it was just, I don't know, to me, it just hit differently.
It's a different energy. A totally different energy.
It totally hit me differently. But so, yeah, that was the jam-packed concert.
I'm sweating just thinking about it.
I don't think anybody sat down, so.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. How were your feet the next day? It was basically like a Lido deck party.
I mean, I don't know. It just, everybody, when they first announced this thing, they're just like, oh, that's so much money. I'm like, that was so worth it. Like, this weekend would
be worth it. Yeah.
That concert, just the concert by itself was just amazing. Like, I think, what was it, 47?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, maybe they weren't full-length songs, some was medleys, but they were different. Like, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's
and
so
I just want to say
cool.
that I got to put hands on Donnie Wahlberg, not once, but twice. And almost
during
thrice.
The concert?
No, not during the concert. Well, I got him before the concert because I was fortunate enough to have VIP. So and then I got to have a picture with him in his doll box. Oh my God! And he not hugged me once, but he hugged me twice because I had this one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it.
This is a Sparkle by Night. Sparkle by Night.
Shout out to Karen.
Yes. So
we love her.
Just to have that closeness that you don't normally get a chance to, and people had equal opportunity too, which I thought was phenomenal. Awesome. I mean, not to say that everybody got a chance to do the close-up stuff, but they did try. And my God, you know how Donnie is, right? Even after they were like, Frank was trying to get him out of the damn box so he could go into the panels. Right. Just because it was during the break when this was Saturday then when we were in lunch break. He's like, oh yeah, okay, well then he just did his line of selfies. He just went down the line and got everybody who was in line. I mean, everybody.
The man is a face.
Everybody's a Donnie.
So let's talk about these panels. I'm so intrigued. I hear somebody was in a sleeping bag with somebody else.
That ended the panel day.
Did it?
The very last thing that happened, pretty much. So.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, they had 3 separect panels. The first one I think was the longest, right, MJ? What was the video?
Yeah, it was.
They had Doug there, the director for their first videos, so he came out as a guest during the panel. So
wow!
Told the backstory of all the videos, and so we heard a lot of like behind the scenes. And then it was a blockhead doing the rating, and she was really good. It was a panel like talk about making the videos.
Was it Sanal, the girl who works for People?
Yes.
Okay. She was in my very first VIP picture.
Okay. Yeah, so like they started off and they actually played the original Please Don't Go Girl video and then compared it to the remake, which was really fun. Like
When Joey's nose is so red.
Yeah. And they're like,
they were freezing.
I couldn't understand, like, why is Danny telling the girl not to go? And then Joe's like sticking his head in the window, and Jordan's bringing out her suitcase, and we're like, we don't know, man.
Well,
Yeah.
it was, I thought I was going to die when, what is her name? Is it Sanal? I'm sorry, I'm not saying.
Yeah, Sanal,
So,
yeah.
Which she gave her theory that she thought it was a brownstone brothel and the girl was escaping. I thought I was going to die.
MJ, it wasn't her thing. It was Donnie was saying another blockhead during a VIP. It wasn't Sanal.
Oh, wasn't
Oh, wow.
That's the way I heard it is she was saying it was her theory.
I
Okay.
think he was saying that another blockhead was headed a different way. We're like, oh, okay. We're like, no.
Well, whatever.
That's a little
I thought I was going to die.
mature.
That was
Yeah.
hilarious. Oh, my God.
I don't think Kay McIntyre would have approved. I don't think Kay would have. I think she would have been on the phone to the record company again saying, they're not having any hookers in my son's video.
Joe talked about that and started crying when she called him cleavage. So
Yeah. Too much cleavage.
Yes, I did see that clip and Jordan got up and pretended to be playing pool.
Yes.
I remember that story. That's funny.
They talked about like
Hey, she was a nice Catholic lady and she wanted her son, she wanted it to be more proper. I don't blame her. He was a kid. He was little.
We're getting there, Jen. We're getting there.
Yes. Oh boy. Okay. Sorry. Go. You guys tell.
I just like the behind the scenes like clips that you didn't see of them making the videos and the goofiness and just them hanging out and being themselves, and then of course pointing out some of the ridiculousness of some of the videos. Like they're trying to be playing a basketball game but there's no hoop,
with a
right?
Yeah.
It's just that kind of stuff, and it was a really great conversation. I thought it was just really wonderful how it just flowed. They just talked about stuff, and I felt like they were really reminiscing and taking themselves back to that time. And I think it kind of made them all fuzzy feeling, funny feeling. Yeah, I said that. I did it. I don't know. I was like just hanging on every word. I know that's probably sounds silly, but it's the truth. I was just like, these are videos we've seen a gazillion times,
Right.
But to see them in that light, and especially seeing their reactions to some of the stuff they hadn't seen in forever or didn't even know existed.
Right.
One of that like really shocked me is like they talked about the original Please Don't Go Girl and the remake, and then they went to the right stuff and talked about New Orleans and some other behind the scenes things.
Yeah.
I'll Be Loving You Forever. But they also talked about the original Hang and Tough VHS, which I
Oh
tape that I played so many times it disintegrated in my parents' VCR. They knew it. Like my mind was blown. I didn't think that they would remember moments from that, but they did. Like Jordan was like reenacting like Joe was touching the window, and I'm like, he knows that. And like the you bad.
Oh, you bad.
Oh, you bad.
Oh, you bad.
Like, they watched it too, which is that like moment for me. Like, wow, crazy.
What really, I don't know.
Why he hates This One's for the Children so much. He's like, Marie started playing that song, and the first thing is the lyrics saying, there are people living in this world, and I said, no shit.
No shit.
I'm like, that is so Danny. And he's like, yeah. That kid in the striped shirt, he was in the video more than I was. And since then, I've seen
I heard Rat Tail got a shout out.
Yeah.
They did. But then somebody since then has gone on to Instagram and did a side-to-side comparison of the time Danny's in the video versus Red Striped Kid. And Danny, he was in it like 19 seconds, and Danny was in it like,
Shut up.
not kidding. Not kidding. I saw this. I was just like, Danny's right.
Oh my God. That is
Sorry, Danny.
hilarious.
Sorry, Danny. I guess, yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say one quick thing about the Hanging Tough video. I mean, the VHS. But go ahead, Michelle. Go ahead.
Oh, no, because I was going to move into the Hanging Tough video. So
I just wanted to say, seeing Biscuit, that scene again.
Oh, yeah.
With Donnie, and, you know, he's just jumping on him. I loved that part of that video so much, and I hadn't seen it in a while, and I was like, oh my God. And then of course they were like, you know, as they were going through things, and they were putting up pictures and everything, I mean, throughout all of this, and remembering people who are no longer here. That was really touching. I mean, it was just, they had such a history. I don't know, it's just like, man, they've been around so long.
Yeah.
And they've had such a, I don't know, they've been blessed, obviously, you know, with just a lot of really awesome people around them, and just even just from a bodyguard, you know, just being.
Right. But they know it, and they appreciate it, and that's the beautiful part about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Biscuit and Robo. Remember Robo?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Biscuit. Biscuit's in the house. Remember that song?
Yep.
Yeah. Do we have it on the mixtape? We should put it on the mixtape if we don't have it.
There you go. Well, I do want to say, when they came, they played, are you ready for showtime? And I was like, man,
Yeah, I love that. I always loved that intro. I thought it was so cool, and I had to rip it off, because I love to start my show that way. It gets me like pumped up, because it brings me back to, you know, the days of watching the Hangin' Tough Live VHS, and you know, and reenacting the entire choreography in my house, you know. So
I was like, again,
so cool.
I don't normally do your socials, but so I was like, somebody's up for socials yet?
Yeah.
You know?
I liked when Donnie was talking about during the Hanging Tough video about how when they're filming that, it's like a viaduct, but he was saying how it's like a really kind of iconic area that a lot of like videos at the time were filming there, and they filmed it and they put it in black and white. They did like 4 or 5 takes of it, and then the one take that is in there where Joe picks up the baseball bat and starts playing guitar. He was like, that was the moment. Like, I was like, oh man, that got it for Donnie too, you know, like these little things like we key into, he was keyed into. It was just really, really.
That is so cool. I love that. I that's, to me, that's worth the price of admission. Hearing that behind the scenes stuff, and hearing, you know, we've all heard them in interviews a million times. Like, you know, we've all heard the stupid questions they've been asked, boxers or briefs, like all that stupid stuff. This is what we want to know. Again, like, we're diehards. We've been around for decades already. So, like, I don't need to hear your favorite ice cream flavor. I want to know about the aqueduct.
Well, here's the, like, these stories weren't necessarily new to me for these panels. Like, and then a little later they played like a game. Like, do you remember this video where they found on YouTube something they did? And like, I had seen all but one of them before, you know. So it's not like there was a whole information, but it was just like hearing them talk about it a little bit more. It's like, it's just like the facts or whatever that I do. It was just being there, hearing them do the whole thing. The whole day. It wasn't just like 2 hours and we were done. Like, I for all 3 panels, which was one of the things I was a little apprehensive about. I'm like, okay, you know, I like the guys from Naughty by Nature. I like Salt and Pepper. Like, they're all fine, but I didn't want it to be one panel was new kids and the rest is like special guests. That's what I was worried about when I was like, fine. Like, is this going to be worth it? You know, like, it wasn't. The only person that got a special guest was Doug Nickel.
So yeah, they blocked it was the game of do you remember when it was, do you remember these videos? Did you block it, or do you remember it?
Yeah.
So that was interesting, and it was fun. It was definitely fun. The damn Sony commercial, the Japan thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Them talking about it and how that they like scrapped it like 3 times because Maurice did it, like the choreography and all the spiel. And then they were like, this is not hitting. And so Donnie's like, yeah, we're going to do it. And so that's the take that ends up being the commercial. But he was just like, yeah, it was just like, this is bad. And I mean, of course, it's still bad. It's a terrible commercial.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's so funny. God, it is hilarious. But it was, you heard him say like, yeah, no, we're going to do this.
Had to take matters into their own hands.
Yes. I mean, and I think that's great because, yeah, you're right, Jen. And then Donnie rapped the commercial. So that was really, really funny. But just, it was funny because he's like, taking matters in your own hands, and that's eventually, obviously, what they did. So even at that time, they were starting to, I think, realize and appreciate that they needed to, do their own thing, guide their own course, which I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And then of course the other panel, not to go off of the block bit, but was when they were doing, it's the first album, right? The liners or the back of it where it was telling you, they all told you like what their favorite color was, all the facts or whatever. And so it was, do you remember what you said? And then what would it be now?
Yeah.
Holy shit. The friggin' Joe stole the show with that one because of just the food. It was like, what's your favorite food?
And back in
not only
86, how could it have been? Like, how could I have chosen Mexican tacos? I've never been to Mexico.
Not just tacos. Not just tacos. Mexican tacos. And we were all dying. He's like, what the? He's like, what the hell?
I'm surprised that he didn't remember because he has almost has a photographic memory. He is so good with dates and what people were wearing, and he's really keyed into that kind of stuff. So I'm surprised that he didn't remember that he liked Mexican tacos the best.
The reason being for that is because they got so sick of those same questions, they started making shit up. So by now he's like, I don't remember what I said then versus 5 years later. It all just got jumped.
Right.
That's
right. I heard them talking about that on Frosted Tips too. Lance, I think it was Lance and Donnie were talking about how they used to just make up the answers because they were so sick of answering those same questions over and over again. That was my ring light. Sorry guys, this is amateur. This is amateur hour. Sorry, here we go.
Yeah, so it bled into Sunday too for the softball game that they ended up having because Joe was the captain and the team's name was Canadian Tacos. But of course,
so it just kept going.
Before that, when you say tacos and it went into, beaver tacos and all that, I mean, it was just, and then of course he kept calling us sick son of a bitches, which was hilarious. It's like, you sick son of a bitches.
Yeah.
You yes, can't say
Thank you very much.
I know. And I was like, yeah, uh-huh. So that it was just,
they're like,
he was,
what do you dislike now? And he's like, blockhead reacts.
That is,
oh my god,
that sounds to me like the best day ever because I like I said, for me, I want to know that intimate stuff. I want to know stuff that we've never heard before. We've heard so many of their stories, and like you said, even though a lot of it wasn't necessarily new information, it was coming straight from the source, and that's kind of cool. And and to see them reminisce about it
they
together.
just all sit on the couch too. Like there was times like they're up and like reenacting things. Like Jordan and Joe were animated about some stuff. Like Joe was up imitating Lady Gaga from with the Block sessions. And we went over that one.
Oh wow!
Block recording, and they showed clips from where they were filming that. And there were some behind the scenes that weren't even on the DVD, I believe. It's been a while since I've seen that. But yeah, the big news coming out of that one, if you haven't yet, is that we are in probably September getting a re-release of the Block album with a whole bunch of new stuff on it. So stay tuned. And
I heard that there were like supposed to be 17 or something songs on that album. So maybe we'll get to hear some of the stuff that didn't make it the first time around. That's so exciting to me. Anything new.
Up based just because we were talking about releasing things, backing up to the first panel where Doug Nickel was out, we were like, we want those pictures, those behind the scenes pictures above the screen, like of the guys filming I'll Be Loving You Forever, like stuff. So he said, I'll get working on that. So we might be getting a book from him with like unreleased stuff.
Oh my gosh. Move over, Lynn Goldsmith. We don't need your stinking book anymore.
Yeah. Coming, and if we don't hear anything about it, we should start spamming him. So
yeah. Okay. Hey, done. We're gonna at him into submission. So let's talk about Prom.
Prom.
I think they look so handsome.
Moved to Prom. We didn't talk about the sleeping bag. You wanted to hear about?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
So the
I'm so sorry.
Basically came out because Donnie's like, oh, I brought this bag full of old merch, and he had like an old puzzle, he had the old like bubblegum cassettes, like just a whole bunch of stuff he pulled out of a bag, and he's like, and then I got this sleeping bag. Who wants to get?
Oh my gosh!
There with you? Jordan's like, I will. So Jordan gets on the floor, and Donnie's like, wait, you want to be in the back? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my god.
He was the big spoon.
He gets it after, and then Donnie's like, wait, I gotta turn the other way. So it was off kind of spooning, and then they were face to face, rolling around in a sleeping bag. It was up to Jordan's butt.
And they were very, very tight.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's made for 12-year-old girls. It's still hard.
Yeah.
Here's these two grown people around on the floor.
Oh, but we do have to also mention that Donnie put on the ripped jeans.
I saw that too. Yeah.
With his marshmallow. Hello.
Did not take that booty, huh?
Hello. I mean, okay. What? And of course he had to hold his front because he was like, I'm at least glad it was a rip in the back and not in the front.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I could.
Well, yeah, I could too.
Hello. Oh my god. Yeah, that was funny because everyone's like, oh, people are asking me, do they still fit? And he's like, well, yeah, but. And his hiney was hanging out.
Say whether it's because he was a little bit wider than he was, or because the sheet was damn old. And they just gotta just sit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the jeans probably are a little dry rotted. I mean, at this point,
I don't think it took much.
Yeah,
they were already torn, so it didn't take much, I'm sure, to rip it the rest of the way. But I just want to say that I did have replica jeans that I made of myself that look like that. Anyway, I don't still have. Oh, maybe I do. I don't know. I won't say I don't because I never know what I'm going to
show and tell, Mary Jo.
I'll have to look. I don't know.
Gotta come on.
I still have my hat. But anywho, yeah, so I had to throw that out there.
There was so much in there. Probably people have videos up on YouTube. I took a bunch. I don't know when I'm going to post them, if I will. But yeah, there was a lot in there, and it was very entertaining. Held our attention, which was amazing. So
yeah.
Great.
It was fun. Yeah.
And then it was
great.
out into the lobby.
Now, did you have to go out for lunch, or did they provide you with
They
lunch?
brought food trucks between panels 1 and 2. There was like 5.
Oh, cool.
The lines were still really, really long, so a lot of people, there was all like just behind the theater, there was a food court, so some people went there. But like Megan and I got like a churro sundae and split that, and that's all we had for lunch because then Mary Jo's inside like they're doing pictures of the boxes, so we're like run inside again, you know. So I got my picture of the box with me and John, and it was so sweet because John was the only doll I had back in the day, and I got in the box with it, and I'm like, oh, you were the only doll I had back in the day. This is a super special moment for me. And he's just like, oh, that's nice. I'm like,
aw, that's so cute. He is so sweet. I love
so
Jonathan.
Cute. Like
I love that man.
Out of the park.
I had a Donnie Sunday for lunch. That was my picture with Donnie in the booth. And Frank took a selfie with my phone too, so I had that.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that. He is adorable.
He is so funny. Oh my God, he's probably like, oh my God, what the hell have I gotten myself into today? I mean, he knows what he's gotten himself into, but you know, to have it like all right there, that's a lot. That's definitely a lot. So yeah, it was
that's pretty much the afternoon, and then we all had to go get ready for prom.
You get dolled up for your prom. So exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the boys kind of made like an entrance a la like a cruise type entrance.
In the limo.
Where I feel like, you know, the cruise was a little bit better for like this type of a party, because first off, you're here in this big ballroom. The cruise, there's like 1,000 of us here. There's 4,000 of us, so it was even more people. And they had like the center stage and 4 like side stages, and then the front stage where the DJs were. And it was just like halfway. There was no place to really like sit if you were tired, unless you went out to this lounge or in the same room with the guys. They didn't have like water out. Like you're on the Lido deck, you just go back and get, you know, a drink at one of the stands they have or whatever. And so, and it was so, and also you have Lido deck, you have the tiers. So you like, usually are like on the first tier and like trying to get like on a rail so we can like have our hands, whatever, something to lean on. Here you didn't have that. Yeah. Like being able to see some of the stuff was a little hard, and like we really couldn't see everything. They like came in a white limo, in a stretch limo. They drove to the prom, but I could only see. I'm like, Megan, is that a limo? And it was, but until I saw people's video later, it was, you know,
I couldn't see anything.
I'm sure
I couldn't see
anything. So yeah, but then you know, that being said, you know, otherwise they put on a great show. They did some really cool stuff, and I don't know if you guys have ever watched my video I took the first time I saw Jordan live in a tux, and it was pretty much, oh my God, came out of like 8 times. So yeah, he came out in that again.
Oh my gosh.
All I gotta say is,
and you had the backwards hat. And then,
are you kidding me?
And then,
are you kidding me?
And then they all thought they put this up on the screen, and they did it. So that picture is going to be published at some point. But they did that. It's like Jordan took his jacket off, had the suspender on, Donnie with a backwards cap. Yeah,
they reenacted it.
That's the shirt
I have that pin. I have that pin too.
Poster. I have that poster.
I have it too. I must. Yeah. I'll have to look. Oh, Jenny Murphy said she would come on and talk with us about it sometime. Maybe you can come on when I do my next Blockhead Show and Tell, Jen. I'll DM you. That would be fun to get another person's point of view on Blockcon. Although it looks like she loved it too, and her daughter. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I started originally behind Michelle and Megan, like right there with them, and I ended up on the outskirts dancing by myself, doing my own thing because that was too much. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah. That's a lot. A lot
No.
of people.
I don't need some behemoth people on top of me. It's like, no.
Yeah.
But you couldn't move. You couldn't move. That was the other. I don't want to get into the negative part. Let's just say there are some really rude ass people in this world, and a lot of them descended on that prom. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I heard.
They did a very good.
So I just
did a very good job. It was the 80s the night, and then it got towards the end, and they started throwing in some more kids and stuff like that, which was fine. Like I thought they did pretty good being on point, because a lot of times on like the Lido deck they'll be throwing everything in, and it doesn't matter what team. That was fun.
Right.
Yeah, and then it's at one point like Donnie was the only one there at one point, so that was kind of weird. But then they all been coming back, and they Donnie and
we have to talk about. Yes,
what?
They did Stingy.
I saw Stingy, and I also believe I saw Joe with no pants on.
Joey did Risky Joey, yes, and then Jordan did do which it's the song started, and he goes, "Is this shit for me?" And then I think people at the front were like, "You take your shirt off." He's laughing. He's like, "I can't do that right now." But he did the choreo mid-note.
Oh no!
You like it? I'm sad about it. He still looked amazing.
Oh,
those defenders were amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not usually.
They clean up nice, those boys. They really do.
Yeah. And then, of course, there were some lucky chicks that got to actually dance with Joey up on stage, that he brought them up and did very, very nice dances with them. So, very lucky chicks.
Nice. Like prom dancing?
Yeah.
Like,
no.
leave room for the Holy Spirit kind of dancing? No.
He, like, spun them around and, like it was really nice. Like, he
oh, my goodness. That's like a core memory. That's like a life memory. That's how I felt when when I went to the roller skating event that they had here in New Jersey for Bring Back the Time, and a girl actually got to skate with John, and I was like,
right.
This is like a literal dream come true. So that must be like the same type of feeling. I can only imagine what it must have felt like.
It was
to be up there dancing with him.
I've had the time of my life, which was phenomenal.
Perfect.
So it was perfect. It couldn't have been a more perfect song, I don't think.
And just bringing it back to what Donnie said earlier in the day during one of the panels, is like there was a part where they were talking about the I'll Be Loving You Forever video, and Sanal is like, those girls in the video, I hated them with the passion of 1,000 suns. And we were all sitting there like, preach, lady.
Yep.
We were 12, all felt the same way. We hated those girls, right? Well, then Donnie comes back
daggers,
and he said, he's like, you've got to look at everything in perspective. Basically, it was just like, you never thought back in the day that you could be in a room with us, getting to know us, and here you are. Right. He's like, it might not be with Jordan's arms around you playing pool while you're showing your cleavage, but it was like,
right.
Like that.
No, but I heard that clip too, where he talked about that we manifested it or whatever.
And it was just like, in that moment, I was just like, wow, that was like almost a really profound thing. Because it's like, sometimes you don't realize, like, when I was 12 in 1988, watching these guys on TV, did I ever think I would meet one of them? Not in a years. Never. Like, I was in total college. My dad took me to a concert in 1990. Like, that wasn't supposed to be my life then, and now, so
it is. It's unreal. It's unreal to think. I feel like if the 11-year-old version of me, if somebody came and said to me, "You're going to meet them someday, and they're going to recognize you. They might even call you out by name," I'd be like, "Stop making fun of me. Like, leave me alone. Don't." But honestly, it's such a mind-blowing thing that has happened in this fandom. I think,
and even
it's unreal.
There are fans that haven't had the opportunity to meet them or even the way things are with social media, you still see things and interact with them in ways that you never would have back then. So no matter what, are like, we are so lucky, like
We are.
do this for us.
We are, because lightning struck twice, and it's amazing that it happened. It's amazing that it's still going on. It's amazing that all these years after they reunited, they're able to have an event like this and sell it out. And we're all still there, and we're, hanging on their every words, and we're jumping in the damn doll box with them, and
still enjoying it.
and we're still enjoying it, and they are too.
That's what I mean. Like, they could have gotten so sick of this after like 2 years and be like, yeah, I'm done. See ya. We made our money. We're done. No, they're having the time of their lives this weekend.
And can I just say that John and Jordan were so engaging during the panels.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan was more involved than I think I've ever seen him. Like, he thoroughly seemed like he, and I'm not knocking anybody, because nobody's Donnie, okay? I'm not trying to ever compare anybody to Donnie, because Donnie's Donnie, and I'm sorry, nobody, not just me saying it as a Donnie girl, that's just him. He's just.
I say that all the time when I see Jordan girls talking about being disappointed. I'm like, he's not Donnie.
Right.
He's completely different person.
I was just, I think I was honestly watching him a lot more than I thought I ever would, just because he was so, like, he seemed excited, like he was really happy to be there, and he was like letting loose, like he wasn't guarded to me, just,
in the concert, he was just like interactive, and he grabbed some of that rose and was interacting. It was just like, he was having a blast.
Yeah,
I love that.
It was so loose. I felt like that's not loose in a bad way, but Donnie, if you ever want to be loose, I just felt like it was so laid back. Yeah. There was obviously there's always pressure to pull something off, right? But it wasn't like production. Not everything was so produced. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything had to be perfect, because God knows it wasn't, but
But you have to kind of say, okay, yeah, it was laid back, but it also wasn't lazy. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you feel like they kind of broke it and just didn't even think about it. I feel like they put a lot of thought and effort into this. Like, Jordan played piano for us live anymore. Like, that's something he made sure he did for us. Donnie putting all these words together. Like, they put a lot of thought into this and made sure it happened. Putting these panels
it definitely was not lazy. Mm-mm. It was, I felt like the atmosphere was like we're all friends. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was we're hanging out this weekend, and we're going to have a good time. Yeah. And we're going to try to make it as best of a good time for you as we possibly can.
Yeah. Which is it's just such a unique, it's so unique, because even when you go to like a more traditional con, like a Comic-Con or, something like that, everybody's at their little booth. There's a line, you pay your money, you get your picture and your autograph, or they sign your doll or whatever the fuck, and then you move along. This is more of like you said, we're hanging out with our friends this weekend. And how amazing and lucky are we as fans that they allow, that they are willing to participate in something like that with us, that they're willing to put themselves in physical, proximity with us still, even after some of the things that, may not have been kind or respectful done to them, but they're still willing to do that. And it's, I don't know, I just love them. I wish I was there. I'm so enjoying like living through you guys' experience.
Like, this was my first prom. Like, I didn't go to my prom, so like this is just got to go with these 5 guys that my best friends. Like, I had Megan and she was there. It was just really, really a fun night. Like,
who could ask for anything better?
They lied.
I danced, and I haven't danced in a long time, so that was fun for me. I literally did my thing on the outskirts. I'm like,
I'm so proud of you, MJ.
I was like, I don't care.
funny thing that I found with the prom is like it cut off at 1 a.m. The
Yes, they did.
One more song. You know, it was not like the cruise where you could just pay your fine as you drive into or go into the harbor in Miami. You know, it was you're done. Out, everybody get out. 1 a.m. So
That's it. I'm sure they had a noise ordinance or something, or a contract that they had to honor.
There was one more song. It was that you're done.
Nope. Good night, ladies. So, what happened with this family picture?
So that's a
Sunday.
I mean, that's all the direction you're given is show up at the baseball stadium. We're getting a family photo. So I'm like, okay, we're just going to sit in the stands. They're going to come stand and we're going to get a picture. And they're like, see ya. We get there and, and they've got pastries and coffee and water for us. Like, didn't expect that. That was really cool. Then we go sit in our seats and then all of a sudden they start going up and they're in baseball jerseys. And I'm like, and they played right? Innings. Like and they had actual teams with like fans. They put on a show.
That's so cool. It was like Rock and Jock B-Ball Jam, except it was baseball.
Again,
or like when did they do that at the Mixtape Festival too? I feel like they did a game like that at the Mixtape Festival.
Then it was them versus Backstreet, I believe, but I wasn't there, so like I
never
thought I'd see them play baseball, and here I did, you know. And then they did do the family.
What position was Jordan playing?
Gosh,
he was coaching.
No, he was third base. Because Donnie was asking people, like, why could you be first? Because you're on the first base. But it wasn't a full.
I'd like to be on third base with Jordan. Just saying.
Can we also point out? We have to point out. Joey sang the national anthem.
He did.
Yes, which was
guitar.
Yeah, it was his version, and it was very nice.
It was very, very lovely. Nice. That's a very hard song to sing, believe it or not. Because it goes. There's an entire octave worth of notes in that song, and it's not easy to sing.
You've got to start at the right place,
or otherwise you're screwed. You're never going to hit those rockets if you don't make it. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Oh my gosh!
And I wanted to say real quick, I got to meet Kelly P and her sister at the game. And can I just show you real quick what arrived today, Michelle?
Yes.
Oh, that's so sick.
It is a Wahlburgers jacket. So I did not go to the WallCon that was the day before everything started because, again, too many people. But yeah,
sick, man. And that is so cool looking.
Isn't it cute? It's just
it's amazing.
Yeah, so I love Sugar Skulls, and it's got Wahlburgers on it, and it's just freaking. I mean, look at this. Oh my God, are you kidding?
It's gonna go with your Sugar Skull sneakers
and my tattoo.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes, but yes, I have all that.
So thank you guys so much for taking the time to hang out with us and tell us about your fantastic whirlwind weekend with the guys. And we do have some prizes to give away that we'll be trying to figure out how to distribute to you guys, how we're going to do it, whether you have to listen to a show or we're going to do some sort of trivia. So just stay tuned to the socials for that, because we have some really nice things that Mary Jo picked up, and you're not going to want to miss out on that. So any parting words, girls?
I just wanted to give a quick shout out because I got to meet Anna and Ness from NKT Pole. Zoe, I have a picture with them. The Netherlands girls.
Yes.
And then
Teresa.
I also got to see Teresa. Yes, we got to see her. That was Bethy and Kelly had interviewed.
Yeah.
And I got to also, of course, see the one and only Naomi. Got to hang out with her for a minute. And I have a picture with her too, so some things we'll be posting just sort of as a part of the recap. So it was fun to see our collaborators. And seriously, Kelly, I love you. You are the freaking best. If I could kiss you in the mouth, I would. I literally came in from work and the box was there. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I took it out instantly so I could have it for the
That's
show.
so awesome.
Yeah, Chris from Rat Tail and Ian from Meow Meow Crew. So, and of course,
Yes. Yeah. And weren't the girls from Fair Chatter there too?
Yes, they were. I did not see them.
to them. And then I did see Lisa. Megan was my roommate from NKOTV history.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, there was
cool. And I think that you'll be seeing, because I think Rat Tail posted something about doing like a little recap as well. So I think a lot of our collaborators are going to be doing this, a very similar type of thing where they, go over their fun stories from the weekend. So stay tuned to their socials too, because Jen says yes, she saw Chair Chatter. They're funny, those girls. Stay tuned, because I think everybody's going to be sharing a lot of their memories, their videos, their pictures and stuff like that as the weeks go on. And we can only hope that they'll do something else like this, in the near future. Not Donnie soon.
New kids soon.
Yeah. So start saving your pennies now, kids. Tours coming up. More Blockcons, maybe, who knows? But it's something that it sounds like it's a must for, every diehard blockhead. So I got to make it a point to get there again if they ever do it again.
You can stay with me, Amanda.
Thanks, man.
I won't starfish over top of you, I promise.
That's okay. I'm used to sleeping in a tiny little ball because of my dogs. I'm just grateful that you guys spent this time tonight with me, and thank you for telling me I had to moderate in person. I thought I was just moderating the chat, so had to put my weave back on. Had to put my bra back on.
I was gonna say, all the girls are back in where they need to be.
Put the Amanda costume back on. But this has been such a fun chat, and I love seeing your faces. I miss you, girls. So hopefully I'll see you soon, both of you, at some point this summer.
Absolutely. Yeah.
For me, at least.
Huh?
And for me, at least, I'll see you.
Oh yeah, I'll see you, and I'll see you, Mary Jo, in August.
You're pink.
No, I'll see you in June. You're coming in New York.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, we're coming. That's right.
Yeah.
I can't keep up. If I don't look at my calendar these days, I have no idea where I'm at any weekend.
I'm all over.
And I'm very fortunate. I'm very happy about that. And a lot of it definitely has a lot to do with seeing you chicks and others from the radio station. So lots of good fun times to be had.
So much fun. Speaking of the radio station, check us out on social media. Tomorrow morning we have Weekend Vibes with Sparkles at 7 and 11 a.m. We have DJ Miss T, who's going to be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern. We have DJ Michelle this Saturday night. We have
I'm on
Sunday
social,
Sound.
so be nice to me.
Yeah, to be nice to MJ or she'll beat you up. And I think, I'm trying to think we have all kinds of fun stuff coming down the pike. So everybody just hang with us on socials, listen to our live shows, check out our pre-recorded shows. They're so much fun too, and we put a lot of work into it. And you'll see us here again on Instagram Live. I think June 22nd is our next Instagram Live, so don't miss it.
Fun times, ladies.
Yes, amazing times. Now I'm turning into a pumpkin girl, so I'm going to call it a night.
The boobs come out, the hair comes off. Anyhow.
Yep. That's right. I love you guys. And you can see this again on our YouTube channel as well as our Instagram Live. We have a station on Instagram that you can go and check this out if you missed any part of our conversation or you want to just watch it again. Thank you so much for hanging with us tonight, everybody. And keep it tuned to No More Games Radio.
Bye.
Peace out.
And to the non-believers, we say peace.
Rock on, guys.
Bye, guys. Love you. Mwah. Good night, everybody.